Welcome to another edition of Paper Renee. Today we're going to make another Valentine's Day card. That time is fast approaching. Okay, for the base we're going to use this craft cardstock. Going to use some yellow, just plain yellow cardstock. And this paper here is from My Mind's Eye called Love Me Do, which is really cute. The paper has little hearts on it. And I cut these two squares, scalp squares out using my Storybook Cricut cartridge. This is the letter T, which is on page 47, and it is the accent blackout shift, and I cut both of these at 2.5 inches. The other component for this card is this red piece of cardstock, and I'm going to show you how I made this. Okay, to get started with this card, I'm going to show you first of all how we're going to use clear embossing powder to make a pattern. This is just a piece of plain red cardstock. It is 5.5 inches wide by like 2.5 inches tall. And I'm going to use one of these stamps from Inka Dinka Doo, this circle one here. And I'm going to stamp it just in a random pattern to make an embossed effect on it. Okay. Here's my Versamark ink pad, which is what you need for embossing. And I'm going to ink this up. And I'm going to just start stamping it randomly on this paper. Oops. See, I can see right there, I kind of goofed it up. It's alright. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to use clear embossing powder, and it will go on white, but it will dry clear. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, now it's ready to hit it with the heat. Alright, oh, I hope this shows up how cool that looks. But see how shiny it put the pattern in there, really shiny. Okay, I'll set this aside to dry and we'll get on with the card. Okay, here are our components for our card. And that's going to go there. This is going to go here. And this is going to be kind of like a little tag sticking out of the top. So I don't need all that excess on my card. I'm going to cut some of it off. And you can save this half for another project if you want to make more than one of these cards. And it's going to go right here. So I'm going to glue that piece down first. I'm going to use my ATG 714. I'm just going to put, probably just one will do it, because whenever I glue it down to the card, that will finish up. Now whenever it's kind of a happy accident, because you know I did this really randomly, and I kind of messed up this spot here, so I want to cover that up. And then this is a nice full circle here, so I'm going to stamp my sentiment in there. So that's kind of why I ended up going with this configuration. Okay, I'm going to put my glue there. I'm going to fix it where... There we go. Okay. That will go like that. Okay, so we will glue this down. Now before I put this on here, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment here. I just don't want it to get in the way. I'm going to use this, one of these Mega Mixed Messages from Paper Tray Ink. And as you can tell, I use this a lot. I'm predominantly a card maker now that I have a teenager who, whenever I pull out the camera, goes, "No, don't take my picture. The horror." Yeah, anyway. If you have little kids, enjoy it now while they will let you take their picture. because it's a good thing. Okay, I am going to stamp my sentiment using this white Stays On ink. And whenever you buy that, it comes with the refiller because it dries up really quick. And so I had to re-ink it really fast. And I'm going to put it right here in the center. You could emboss it. Well, I probably wouldn't emboss it since we've already embossed it there. I think it will just... Oh, that looks kind of cute. Okay. Anytime you use Stays On ink, you have to be really careful to clean your pad using a Stays On cleaner, or really any other really good stamp cleaner, or it will stain forever, ever, amen, and you will not get it off of there. The white isn't so bad, obviously, but I have a black Stays On, which is great because it will stick to anything, but it also, well, sticks to anything. Okay, there's that part of our card, and now I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to use some of these Stampin' Up! Dimensionals to make it kind of pop up off the page. Okay, now the last thing I'm going to do is another one of these sheets from this paper set, Love Me Do, from My Mind's Eye, which now I don't see. Oh, here it is. Has all of these little hearts on there. And I think I'm going to cut out a heart to put on here. And you can tell I've done this a lot. I don't have a lot of full hearts left. This one with the little birds is cute. I think I'll cut that out. I'm going to get my scissors. And the key to cutting things out like this where it looks pretty neat, especially if you're not a very good cutter-outerer like I am, is use really sharp scissors and leave an edge around it. It's like don't cut right on the white. Leave a little bit of that red around it, and that will help it look neater, and that will help it sort of stand out better. Okay. The other trick is to move your paper but not your scissors. So like as I'm cutting, I'm moving my paper into my scissors more than I am, like I'm not moving the scissors around, I'm moving the paper around. And that will make a smoother cut and it'll look neater. Okay, there's my little lovebirds. I think they'll go right there. And also leaving that little rim of red helps it stand out more. Some adhesive. Okay. Now I'm going to trim off these edges using my corner rounder. And I'm going to call that done. There's a simple, quick Valentine's Day card. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Y'all have a great week. Bye.